and on to level 4. Okay, this is find the missing leg 2. Now, in this case, we're given the height and we're asked to find the base. Alright, so you're given one leg, you're asked to find the other. Okay, and you don't have the hypotenuse, but you have an angle. Alright, which is all we need. So let me just resize this. I'm just going to rotate it, clicking with 2 fingers. And dragging it, and I can resize it as well. So this is our angle here, the 75 degrees. So that makes the side directly opposite to be our opposite side. Okay, and the longest side of the right angle triangle, directly opposite of the right angle, is our hypotenuse. Okay, leaving this side, the other leg, to be the adjacent. Okay, remember adjacent means beside, and it's right beside the angle but not the hypotenuse. Alright, so we want to find the opposite side and we know the adjacent. Okay, so we have another trig ratio called the tangent. So the tangent of theta is the opposite divided by the adjacent. Alright, now let's fill in what we know. So tangent of 75 degrees is equal to the opposite side, which is our unknown, A, divided by our adjacent side, which is 5.6 meters. Okay, to get the A alone, I'm going to cross multiply the 5.6. So I have 5.6 times the tangent of 75 degrees is equal to A. Alright, so handy dandy calculator time. And we have 5.6 times 75 tangent is equal to 20.899. Okay, now if this is 5.6, does this look to be about 3 times as long? Sure, absolutely. So 1, 2, 3, with a little bit to spare, so that makes sense. Okay, so 20.899 and the units are meters. All right, back to the program. So 20.899 space meters. And then click the check button to check to see if we're right. Excellent. Let's try one more. I'm just going to click with 2 fingers and rotate. Okay, and then just click with 2 fingers, drag apart, spread apart to enlarge. Here's our question. Remember, opposite the angle is our opposite side. Directly opposite of the right angle triangle is our hypotenuse. It's also the longest side of the triangle, and it's the only side that doesn't contain the right angle. Okay, so the hypotenuse is right here. All right, leaving the odd one out to be the adjacent. Okay, so we want to find the opposite. We're given the adjacent. Opposite over adjacent is tangent of the angle. Okay, so tangent of theta is the opposite divided by the adjacent. Okay, and so the tangent of 62 degrees is the opposite, which is our A side, divided by our adjacent, which is 8.9. Okay, and I just want to get the a alone, so I'm going to cross multiply the 8.9. So we have 8.9 times tangent of 62 degrees is equal to a. Alright, handy dandy calculator time. So 8.9 times 62 tangent is equal to 16.7384. Now does that make sense? If this is 8.9, does this look like more than double it? Yeah, just a little bit more than double it. That makes sense. Alright, so 16.738 is our answer A. So 16.738. So back into the program. So 16.738 decimeters. Space DM. Like that. And then click the check button to check to see if we're right. Okay, in this case we want to find the opposite side. So here's our angle up at the top. It's the 32 degrees. Okay, and so that means this side is the opposite. Alright, this is our right angle, so that makes the opposite side of that the hypotenuse. So this is our opposite, this is our hypotenuse, then the 6.5 is our adjacent. Okay, let's label all those. Okay, so directly across from our 32 degrees is the A side, which is our opposite. Alright, the longest side of the right angle triangle, and directly opposite of the square of the 90 degrees angle is the hypotenuse. Okay, and the only side left over, it's beside the 32 degrees, it's beside our theta, so it's going to be our adjacent. Remember, adjacent means beside. Okay, the hypotenuse is also beside it, but it's already the hypotenuse, so it can't be the adjacent. Alright, we want to find the opposite, and we're given the adjacent. Opposite over adjacent is tangent. Okay, so the tangent of theta is the opposite divided by the adjacent. Okay, and in this case the opposite is A, and the adjacent is 6.5 millimeters. Okay, and the angle is 32 degrees. So the tangent of 32 degrees is the same as A over 6.5. Now to find A, to solve for A, I want to get A alone, so I'm going to cross multiply the 6.5. So 6.5 times the tangent of 32 is equal to A. Alright, so it's just handy dandy calculator time. So 6.5 times 32 tangent, like that, is equal to 4.062. Let's round it to. Okay, let's see if that makes sense. If this is 6.5, this is going to be a little bit less. 4.06, that makes sense. So 4.062. Let's say this 6 tells the 1 to round up to a 2. Okay, and the units are millimeters. Is equal to A. Alright, so there's our answer. So 4.062 millimeters. Alright, back into the program. 4.062 space millimeters. And then we click the check button to check to see if we're right. Excellent.